Great deal. How are you, mate?
Mate, how are you? Last time we saw each other, you were drinking celebratory beers behind me in Paris.
Yeah, we were having a good time. It was celebrating. It was a beautiful part of the.
Mate, I was very proud of you. It was a very good day.
Yeah, did you enjoy it over there?
It was awesome. I mean, doing the broadcast instead of competing, wasn't sure how I'd feel. Like, would I be jealous? Whatever it is. And I loved it, mate. Like, being able to share your story, like, be the anchor to actually put other voices out there. I really loved it. And Paris turned up, didn't they?
It was unreal, mate. Like our stadium underneath the Eiffel Tower. Sort of get off the bus, you push into the stadium, and there it is, just there. Back to your tennis days. What was your biggest challenge on court, mate? And how did you overcome it?
Oh, mate, I think it's the same for you. It's probably the mindset, right? And it translates into everything that you do. You know, I had a good, strong mindset. I thought I did as well, but when the pressure gets turned on, it's incredible some of the things that come into your head, right?
Yes.
And what I used to tell myself is that I had to win. I- I'm a motivational speaker who would say that I'm very comfortable about my disability, and I was, right? But then it was incredible. Like, I would tell myself on court that I had to win every Grand Slam to be comparable to Roger Federer, who would win one, to prove to society that I was worthy as a disabled athlete. Right?
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, that shame story of little Dylan as a kid who was embarrassed about his disability actually would come out in the biggest moments. And I was like, I thought I had to win everything to prove to society that we as disabled people were worthy. And then I was like, what am I talking about? Right? I don't have to win the Australian Open to get out there and advocate for my community. I don't have to win the Australian Open to support young people with disability or whatever it is, but I put that pressure on myself. And it took me 28 years to fully feel worthy of love and worthy of my disability. And I'm 34 now. What about you?
For me, yeah, I'm much the same, mate. Like, it's amazing. We went into the Paralympic Games, world champions, world number one ranked team. And I mean, I only played in the sport for 2.5, 3 years at the time. And I just probably felt like an imposter. Like, I didn't deserve to be at Paralympic Games. And you even come away, you win a bronze medal and you're probably expected to win gold. And it's like, oh, that probably wasn't enough. But I've been able to sit comfortably with the fact that, I've put the work in, I've made my family proud, I've gone over there, got a medal, something I never thought I was going to be able to do 10 years ago when I was lying in my hospital bed,
Mate,
trying to figure it all out.
what you just said the words out of my mouth. What would that James think 10 years ago? You know what I mean? Like, he would be like, as if.
No, not even possible. It's just so scary at the time. I just had no idea. And I almost sort of gave up on myself. I'm like, well, this is me. This is as far as I'm going to go. And I didn't have much respect for myself, I suppose, at the time. But I've learned to really enjoy the disability and really enjoy what I do. Got a beautiful family. I represent my country. I have a great job. So, off the field, mate, biggest challenge you faced? Tell me.
Oh, mate, just, when I was 13 to 16, I just can't put into words how much I used to hate myself. And probably not too similar to you, brother. Like, when you have an accident, you believe what society tells you, that having a disability is the worst case scenario outside of death. The hardest thing is I used to really worry about what people thought of me and what people said about me. Not just when I was young, but then when I became famous, whatever people wrote on Twitter and stuff. Like, it's hard. What about you? What was the hardest thing for you off field?
Off field, hardest thing off field is juggling, the time management. Yeah, I got a little daughter. She's 18 months old. A wife I want to try and support as much as I can. A job that I'm trying to give everything to, and then we're training 6 days a week as well. So,
And you know what? People think, not anymore, but they might think the Paralympics is like a come and try event. Like, we are. If you're not elite, guess what? You get your ass kicked.
absolutely. Well, you don't go.
You don't go or you lose. Can I ask you a vulnerable question? You don't have to answer if you don't want. What about being a dad? How did you feel about your disability and like insecurities around that?
I was super nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm not a dad yet, so there I
No, it was a scary thing, and I reckon first 6 months, I think it's probably the same for most dads, but wasn't heaps I could do. She was breastfeeding and all those sorts of things. I can't pick her up out of the cot.
Yeah.
When she's little, I can't support her head, lots of different things like that. I just need a lot of extra help. But, now she's up and mobile and, a bit more indestructible. We're on.
No.
She comes to training. She cheers.
Great.
She was in Paris. Had no idea what was going on, but she was there.
I'm at it.
So, how, in everyday life, how do beliefs and your values carry you through?
Oh, mate, they're everything. Like, my purpose has never been to win gold medals or Grand Slams or get Instagram followers or whatever. It's been to change perceptions so all people with disability around the world can get out and live the lives they deserve to live. And I retired like at the peak of my power, as they say. Everyone's like, why? And I'll ask you, do I need to win one more Australian Open to live out that purpose?
I wouldn't have thought so after you've won, what, 23?
Yeah, I'd won a couple. I was a lucky boy. And it was like, no. And that's why I retired. Not because I hate tennis,
Yeah.
love tennis, whatever it is. It just didn't align with what I wanted to do anymore. If you go to LA,
Jeez, you can lend me a couple of shoulders.
mate, I got two. I don't need them. I'm washed. You can have them.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's the shoulders that carry, isn't it?
It is.
You know what is funny? I was actually talking about this the other day. For us, like if you and I do our shoulder, we can't have a shower.
We're done.
Can't get in the car.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. And that's another reason why I was like, looking after yourself physically, but mentally as well, your mental health, and your physical is important for everyone, but so important for us because we rely on our bodies. We don't have 4 limbs to choose from. We got 2 if we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you lose one, you kind of cooked. So, no, we got to go to LA for me, so I can just watch you win gold and then we go to the pub. One year's for time. We do a 2-man show.
It's done.
Right.
Let's do it.
On your brother. Proud of you, mate.
Thank
you.
Cheers.